creation through bomb and form. The greatest to ever do it like Kareem in the form. Or Dame at the buzzer, Skip at the rucker. 96 Bulls, the GOAT, there's no other. Bulls and Goats get some wins, but never cover. The word gave the answer to sin.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Behind the Plays. I am your host, Davion. I'm here alone, by myself, no one else, just me, balling out, doing our thing. And before me today, you know the name of the podcast. You know what it is. We are going to talk about the NBA, my favorite sport in my favorite league ever. I'm rocking my Luka jersey because please be okay. Don't be hurt. Please be okay. Please. Yeah, Luka pulled his hammy or something at the end of last game, so hopefully he's fine, but we'll see how it goes. But we are here. I am going to use our new layout that we have now. We have a courtesy of Mai. Thank God for Mai. She made a layout to show stats and plays and all that. It's gonna be a layout that shows our screen here. So we're gonna have the pick'ems. I'll give you my pick'em for each play-in tournament game. Who I think's going to win, and we'll go through every play on the game playoffs. Go for them. If you want to do this yourself, I'll leave a link down below. It's on picks.nba.com/bracket challenge. So just go with what you will. And I will put that down below. So let's get started. I want to start in the West. We'll do play-ins first, obviously. You can't see the play-ins. I don't get to pick the play-ins. For the first play-in game, for the 7-8 seed, you have Minnesota versus versus LA Clippers. I think the Clippers are going to win that game. I think Paul George is doing immaculate work, and I think the Timberwolves are kind of going back to Timberwolf form. Granted, I do think the Timberwolves had a phenomenal season, and they deserve every bit of everything that they get. It's going to be fun and a blast for them. So I think they are going to lose this game, but they very well could win this game. It's going to be really close. I want to pick Minnesota very bad because I want to see Minnesota versus Memphis, but that's okay. I am going to pick Minnesota to win, or the Clippers to win this game. That means Pelicans, San Antonio. San Antonio just hasn't been good enough all year. DeJounte Murray is amazing. I think the Pelicans are better. Brandon Ingram's a better player than anybody they got. I don't know if Zion's coming back, but even if he doesn't come back, like they're balling over there in New Orleans. So I think they're gonna win that game. That would put Clippers in the 7th seed. San Antonio's out. Pelicans versus Minnesota. I think Minnesota wins that. I think Minnesota's just a better team. So Minnesota going up against Phoenix in the first round. Clippers going up against Memphis. On the Eastern side, Cleveland, Brooklyn, no question. Cleveland has been really good this season, but them kind of diminishing at the end of the year there, but a lot of Eastern teams did do that. They didn't play super well down the stretch, which caused them to be a little bit lower. Then Atlanta, Charlotte. Charlotte has hype. They have a lot of hypeness to them, but I think Atlanta's better. And if Trae Young keeps playing how he's playing, like he did at the end of the year, they'll be fine. So that would put Cleveland against Atlanta. I think Atlanta wins. Atlanta's a good team. I want to give Cleveland the vote. They're just too young. Next season, Cleveland's going to be a threat and a menace to society, but I think it's wraps this year. So you have Miami versus Atlanta here. You have Boston versus. You know what's crazy is on the screen you can see all the versus stuff like on the recording. On mine, I can't see that. Like I can't see this versus thing very well. That's interesting. Anyway, just thought that was funny. So and then Brooklyn versus Boston. So we'll start in the West. I think West is going to be. I think this is a bloodbath regardless. Playoffs is very fun. It feels unpredictable. I think Phoenix beats Minnesota. I think they'll get a game because I think Cat's really good. But I don't think they'll get more than that game. Dallas versus Utah. I'm going Dallas in 6 with or without Luka. I think Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie are good enough to beat. This is me being unbiased, okay? I think I'm not the only one. Dallas is good enough to win games without Luka. We've seen it in the playoff, or we saw it in the regular season. Yes, it was bad teams, but still, we could see they lost to Utah. We've seen them lose, but I think they're better than Utah. And with home court advantage, I don't see how we don't win in 6. It'd be really nice to win in 6. I think we'll go 3-1. We'll drop game 5 and then win game 6 or something like that. Golden State versus Denver is a tough one. I'm going to go Golden State in I give Jokic 6. I think Golden State's just better, especially with the rest of Curry at the end of the year. And I want to pick the Clippers really, really bad. Like really, really bad. But I'm going to go Memphis. It's going to be a 7-game series. I think if Kawhi comes back, Memphis is in for a treat. But I think Memphis is a good team. But I think they're the Hawks. Like the Hawk syndrome, where they're really, really good. A lot of great role players. They have a superstar in Ja Morant, but very inexperienced. over on the West, Atlanta versus Miami. Miami at 5. Miami shouldn't get booted this year early. They should be really good. They should be fine this year. They should be really solid. I don't see how they do anything bad. Toronto for Philly is really good. It's going to be a good series. I got Philly in 6, though. The reason I have Philly in 6 is because James Harden. I don't think that Toronto has the guard power to go against James Harden. If James Harden plays well, they're going to win. Milwaukee versus Chicago. This is a tough one. I have to go Milwaukee. I really want to root for Chicago, but with their late season woes, I think it's going to go 7. This series is going to be nuts. I wanted to give them 5, but I'm realizing that DeMar DeRozan himself could just turn up and win a game or two. We've seen it happen in Toronto where he did that, but I think he's fine. I think we're going there. And Brooklyn in, it's going to be close series, 7. I want to give Boston the benefit of the doubt. They got really unlucky. I wish they would have lost and played Chicago in the first round so that they could come out and at least have momentum. Because I think I think that Boston could beat Milwaukee, but I don't think they could beat Brooklyn. If that makes sense, it's weird. Like I think they have a better chance. I think Brooklyn could also just crash and burn, and who knows? Phoenix versus Dallas. I can't willingly pick the Dallas Mavericks to win this series. It's going to be a 6-game series. I think Phoenix is just the best team in the league, and it's not even freaking close. They're terrifying. They're a terrifying team. Devin Booker's insane. Now, what I do think is that Dallas is a dark horse team to win the finals. They are good. They're really good. There's a reason that they were one of, if not the best team from All-Star break to the end of the season. They're a really good team. Golden State in 6. I think Memphis, they're going to take a game on the road, and then they're going to close it out at home. I don't think Memphis has enough experience in the playoffs to win these. This team has won 3 championships. The core that they have. Curry, Clay, Draymond. Iggy's on the team again. Jordan Poole's balling out. Jonathan Kuminga is playing really well. Like, they got people that can ball out, and I think that's just going to compete really well with Memphis. And Memphis' best big is Steven Adams, and they don't have to worry too much. That's what I mean. Like, Clippers don't even have that great of a big either. So they don't have to, Denver only has to worry about Jokic. They'll be fine. Who's going to guard Curry? Who's going to guard Clay? You know what I mean? Philly versus Miami. I'm going to go Miami in 6. I want to go Philly in 6. I want to go Miami. Really, really bad. Tyler Hero's balling out. Jimmy Butler's balling out. I think Philly. And I'm going to go Milwaukee. Brooklyn. I'm going to go Brooklyn in 6. I take it back. The reason I have all these series going to 6 games, most of the time it's the road team winning in all of these. Like the lower seed. So if the lower seed's winning, usually they win in 6. That's just my logic with it. This series is 6 because I think Luka took 2 games off of Kawhi and PG by himself, and then took 3 games off of Kawhi and PG by himself. I think he could take a couple games off of D-Book, who's a worse defender than those guys. I also think he could just straight up win the series by himself. So, I'm shook. This series is weird. I really want to go Miami-Milwaukee because that's what I want. I think Miami has a really strong chance of going to the finals because of their bench presence. And the problem is that Philly's star power, but Harden's known for rolling over in the playoffs, so we'll see. Conference finals, I think this one's easier for me. I'm going to go Brooklyn in 5. I don't think Brooklyn is... I don't want to be cliche and say Kevin Durant's just better, but I think Kevin Durant's just better. Just straight up just better than all of them. And we're going to go Phoenix in 6. And I think no matter what happens, whoever comes, I think Phoenix and Chris Paul finally get their ring. Chris Paul finally walks home with a ring. He can retire right off in the sunset. D-Book is one that he deserves. Cameron Payne, those guys will get one. I think they deserve this. They played well all season to deserve this. They're clear-cut the best team. To me, it's their playoffs to lose. Golden State, Dallas are very, to me, hard contenders. I'm not counting out Memphis either. I just don't think they're experienced enough to make a finals run. That's just it. That's the only thing. The only other team I think that could come out, like, I think Milwaukee is really good. I think Miami is really good. I think Boston's really good. I think Boston can shut them out in the first round. If we get first half of the season Bulls, I think this series goes the distance. I'm not counting out Toronto. Atlanta made a conference finals run last year. It's a bloodbath. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to predict, I think. But I'm going to lock it in. I think this is correct. I think this is what we roll with. I think that's what we go with. So with that, that's all I have for today. Honestly, a 10-minute video. You never see that during the podcast. I just want to talk about playoffs. I want to explain a little bit what I mean, though, like how I feel about this. I think Memphis, Dallas would be my favorite conference finals ever. I'm a Dallas fan. You would know this. I want to see Dallas versus Celtics in the finals desperately. That'd be like a dream come true series because it'd be fun. Every game that Dallas and Celtics make, Luka's hit like game winners. Celtics have had to come back. Dallas had to come back. They've been bloodbaths. Same with Milwaukee. That'd be a fun matchup. Miami would be okay matchups. Phoenix, we haven't beat. We can't beat Phoenix. We have a tough time beating Phoenix. When we pull ahead, we can't win. So I'm praying for the Mavs. Hope Luka's okay. I think the Jazz are a tough first round opponent. I mean, I think Denver was a tough round opponent. Utah, I think we match up with better, and I think we can dog them. I think Luka can beat them. So we'll see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys all next week or later in the week for more stuff. Gymnastics. Dogs are tripping. You get gymnastics this week. You get football this week. You get basketball this week. Hope you guys enjoy all of it. I'll catch you guys all next time. That's not my outro, but this is Behind the Place. I'm Davion. I'm out. Peace.